Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum and welcome back to another video. Today folks, this is another video in which I am going to be showing you some more base locations here on Ark Extinction. So if you folks enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel? Who knows? You might just enjoy them. Also remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And for those interested in hanging out with me, or if you have any questions, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, can be found down below in the video description as well as in a pinned comment. So as I said before, this is another video in which I am going to show you some more awesome base locations. Now, as with the previous video, I will be showing a variety of base locations, some of which will be for PvP and others for PvE. Now, of course, there are two reasons why I am doing another video. The first one is that there are some of the bases or base locations that I have found which I think people might enjoy, some of them being hidden, and of course I did notice that the previous video did do quite rather well. So with that being said, and then I'm going to get myself prepared. So I just want to get my GPS, and I keep confusing my GPS with the Dino Pickup Cube. I am already at the first base location. Now this one is a PvE base. It's fairly flat, and as you can see, we've got water around. There are beaver dams, which obviously yield cementing paste as wood. There's a stone. There's of course also other resources such as metal nodes and some crystal and other stuff within close proximity of the base. The location itself is pretty decent, pretty flat. Obviously this is not the one that I'm looking for. It's right down here, slightly disorientated there. As you can see, there's water. We've got a nice flat place to build with plenty of storage area for dinos if you want. It's got two entrances, so it can be used for a PvP base, although it's a bit more complicated to defend. I will be showing you the coordinates for this location, but it is a nice location if you ask me. It's close to the ground for those that don't like heights. But yes, I do like this location. I did ask myself if to show it or not. Most people will probably know it, but those that don't, I thought I might as well include this and start it off with this. Here are the locations for this particular, here are the coordinates for this location, my bad. My English, as you can see, we've got beaver dams, which will have wood, cementing paste, silica pearls, and all the other good stuff that you can get out of them. Here we are with the second base location. So this one is similar to a base location I showed in my previous video. It is not the same, it is a different location. There's nothing above us, so raiding this one would be a bit of a challenge. And as you can see, there's plenty of water. We've got stone, or some stone, and some wood, and definitely a vast area to build on. So plenty of storage for your dinos. As you can see, you can build here. That's why I've got my foundations with me. Obviously it is important that the bases that I show, or the base locations that I show in my videos, allow for building the structures. I'm going to show you how deep the water is, and you can definitely turn this into something nice. And I might even use one of these locations as a little castle sort of deal. I might actually add the castles, keeps, and forts mod on the server when it goes live. I am of course going to show you the surrounding area. This is, like I said, a second location. I do like this one quite a bit. Here are the coordinates, and there's a map. Now of course, a lot of people have mentioned in my previous video that you can use the Ark pods, or as I like to call them, the Archaeballs, to bring your dinos up here. I keep forgetting about this with this DLC being new and all and everything, but of course you can do that. And as you can see, not very many places for your opponents to attack you from, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to take over this location for those that build here. Don't worry, I do have some other amazing places to show you. But before we get to the next base locations, I just want to quickly show you the surrounding area so that can help you guys locate the spot. It is actually better than the one I showed in my previous video. I kind of like this one a lot more, if I'm honest. Alright, here we are with the next location. Now, I'm gonna start from the bottom. Down there, that is where I set up my camp for the moment on the test server. So, as you can see, I can build all this way if I really want to. So, this is a good spot for a big tribe that wants to be out of reach. Now, I don't know how the meteor storms will affect this sort of area as it is on top of a building. From what I've seen, to be fairly honest, I have not seen the meteor storms be very effective in the city or whatever this place is called, but I don't know. So if you guys have any information with regards to that, please put it down, as I am sure it will help other players out. Fear not, I have chosen this location for another reason as well, which I'm going to show you in a bit. I just kind of became curious about this guy because I don't know what this guy is doing. Oh, punched him back into working order. Let's give him a couple of punches. Anyways, let's definitely a vast area to build up here for those that want an area with a lot of space. That is, of course, assuming that I am correct in that the meteor storm is not effective up here. Anyways, that is not the main reason I chose this place. Let's go up here. Now, I'm choosing to walk. Jesus Christ. Choosing to walk because I want to show you that you can access this neat little area where you can build a base. This is more for those that want a hidden base. It is out of the way. As you can see, it is pretty darn well covered. Pretty much from most of the sides. You can put turrets on both sides to stop people from coming up and bringing dinos up to try and attack your base. Now, I've not fully enclosed it. I have just set up a very generic setup here to show you guys how far you can build. Now, you can build a 2-story little base, and as you can see, it is pretty well surrounded by the metallic structure, which is obviously indestructible. You can put turrets on these edges. Here are the coordinates for this location. So where my owl is, you can put several turrets there to stop dinos from walking up that ramp that I just walked. Obviously, there is another ramp on the other side, which I'm going to show you. So you do have access to this location by foot from 2 different positions. If you cover those and the front, I would say you're pretty darn well covered in terms of PvP. Now, as you can probably guess, this is more of a PvP location. And you can also, of course, design it so that you can fit snow owls in it. You don't really need anything more than 1 wall gap. An owl will fit through that, as I have tested it. Okay, what the heck is going on? Why is that Carno walking in midair? What? Okay, it's fallen. That just makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, we've got something up there. Apparently it's killed something. Now, for some reason, that thing's still floating up there. Now, obviously this could be a bug of some sort. This is one of the stranger things I've seen in life. Oh, hello. Hold on a second. What the hell? Pteranodon just walking in midair. That's new. Alright, I'm gonna go and have a look at this. I have no idea. So, I was out looking for more locations to show you guys, and I just came across this random location. It appears that I can walk on it. Now, the question is, can I build on it? Because this has just given me an idea. Oh, this is not right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Right, I'm gonna be experimenting with this place, and I shall show you what the results are in a bit. Okay, so check this out, folks. I did not know what I was initially bumping into, but there seems to be an invisible area. Now, obviously, this is a glitch. Some people could use this as an exploit, maybe as a method of trolling people in the game, both on PvE and PvP. So what I've done is I've built a base, all of your vanilla stuff. I've also placed down some foundations just to see how big this area actually is. Now check this out. This is quite amazingly big, as you can see. It's a vast area. You could definitely build a decent base. Now, obviously, this is liable to most likely get fixed and patched. And I'm guessing the ability to build here is not a thing that will remain. So, for those that do want to use this location as a base, I would advise not investing a lot of resources in it. Now, I have placed a bunk bed here just to see what happens in due time. I'm guessing, like I said before, this is going to get fixed. Now, I'm going to show you the coordinates for this in a bit, but I just want to show you how vast this area is. I've placed down foundations randomly to get a feeling for the size of this, whatever this is. And I have checked out the coordinates. I'm trying to show you that it's actually at the 50-50 coordinates. If I can just get it right. Oh, got it wrong there. There we go, 50-50. Well, you get the idea. Let's try and... There we go. Centered perfectly. I'm also showing you the surrounding area so you guys can see the altitude. Obviously, there is that element to gauge. I would definitely build a base here on official servers just because I can. I wouldn't expect it to do anything. And because of the way it is, it's definitely quite well defendable. And it's definitely gonna, well, get a lot of players to ask many questions. Probably complain to the developers as well, but still, why the hell not? Just don't invest a lot of money. I thought I might as well show this. I wasn't sure about it, but here it is. Another interesting base location. Alright, save the best for last. Now this is an absolutely amazing location, especially for the solo PvP players or small tribes. Now I'm going to show you a location. I want you guys to look for a hidden base. Tell me when you can see it. Can you see anything? No? Well, let's try and get a bit more altitude here. There is a hidden base that I have set up. What about now? Can you see anything? I'm gonna look up and down. Like I said, there is a hidden base here. This is an amazing place for those that do not like to be out in the open on PvP servers. And right next to the base that I've already set up, there is also another location for a hidden base. Can you see anything? You should be able to see something that does slightly stand out. I'll just have a look around. Struggling yet? Well, for those that haven't seen it, I'm going to go and show you where the base is actually located. It's got a couple of interesting features, and it's right here. As you can see, behind the branches, as you can see, we can fit a owl easily. We can have 2 levels if you want. You can definitely set up a lot of interesting things in this base. Plenty of space. Just be careful for that first step. It's a bit of a doozy. Now there is a reason I did not put the walls here. That's because you can get here and you can definitely put down some sleeping bags just as a backup plan if somebody does find your base. And so you'll have several sleeping bags which they will not expect. Of course, you can hide this area by placing down several items such as a fabricator, and as you can see clearly, plenty of space for a fabricator to be placed down. Alright, let's place a couple of more things down. You can place down a forge. I want to see if I can place it here. I kind of thought that would not be the case, just wanted to test that out. So let's do that. Gonna place down a storage box here. I'm not gonna do a lot of building here just because I would never use this as a location, as I don't play on PvP. But as you can see, once you've started putting down furnishings, it does become a bit more difficult to see that there are 2 walls missing. Now, with that being said and done, let me show you another amazing location. Obviously, I'm going to show you the coordinates for this particular location for those that do want to use it and have not yet found it. It is a really well hidden location, difficult to spot, as there is no night cycle. It will mean, of course, that when you do use the let's say what's it called, the forge, Jesus Christ, when you use the forge, it is harder to see. Now down here there is another location. You could either, well, actually, if I were to build here, I would do this as a second base. Again, very, very, very well hidden. It is behind the branches. The metal structures for the base, so metal foundations, metal ceilings, metal walls, does blend in quite well with the surroundings. Plus the branches in front does, of course, conceal it quite rather well. As you can see, we can place down foundations here. These are, of course, your vanilla structures. Now, we can't go any further than that, which is fair enough, but you can go out a bit wider. I'm not going to go full size just because I don't see any reason. I'm just doing this to illustrate the area that you can, of course, build on if you so wish. You can go larger than this if you want. The option is there. I did just show you the coordinates just then, and unlike the previous one, with this one you can go quite fairly tall, so you can have several floors if you wish it, as there is more room to build height wise. And because metal is a similar texture to the environment, plus the trees and vines before it, it is a nice location that is well concealed, and it is also a defendable location. You can link it to the other base that I just showed you, or base location, my apologies, if you do want it. This could be like a secondary base, and so that way you'd have your base split into 2 areas for those that want to not keep their eggs all in one basket. Now I'm gonna go out here just to show you guys how difficult this is to actually spot. It's just as difficult as the other one, so let's get a bit of distance. And obviously it depends on how you want to go, how comfortable you are with defending it. It's not that difficult to defend. A couple of turrets out on the front and on the top, and I don't really see very many people coming close to your base. You can go small if you want. You can go large. I mean, I'm guessing those that do want to go and hide will probably stick to smaller bases, but it is very well concealed. Now I'm gonna go back to the other base just to show you how difficult it is. Now I know it's somewhere down here behind some vines, but oh, I think it's up there. Is it up there? No, I think I'm in the wrong direction. Now there's this right here where you can probably put a 1x1 sort of spawn hut, but it's still quite rather visible. The background is rather green, and so a silvery metallic base would stand out like a sore thumb. So 2 awesome locations for those that want to remain hidden. And these are the general coordinates. Let's see where the other base is. There it is. Very difficult to spot even for myself, and I know where it is. And so that is it for this video, folks. These are the base locations that I had for you. I do hope that you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more similar content. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, can be found down below in the video description as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.